desean lo peor tienen que soportar que te suceda lo mejor. Muchachos, no miran calenturas ni fuerza. Aquí están mis anormales.
Vamos pa' la calle, vamos pa' la calle. Vamos pa' la calle,
Vamos para la calle,
vamos pa' la calle,
vamos para la calle,
vamos pa' la calle.
vamos para la calle,
Aquí no hay miedo.
vamos para la calle.
No rompan la ruler o voy a meterle con el cooler. Pa' que está roncando pa' tu hule. No te me atribules, pa' después llamar a los azules. En el mapa está de boda, borra cara con los fules. Yo te conozco por la letra, o te aquieta o te va acercando la vereta. Por la broma, dale, juégate tú la maroma, que somos gladiadores como en Roma. Y gritan socorre, comiendo que a tiro los forres. Los patas, como lo hacen los de Torre. Matan lechones que no roncan de sicario.
Esto es cosa nuestra de
Aquí
barrio.
no hay miedo, andamos todos los sanguinarios.
Esto es cosa nuestra de barrio.
Matan lechones que no roncan de sicario.
Esto es cosa nuestra de
Aquí
barrio.
no hay miedo, andamos todos los sanguinarios.
Esto es cosa nuestra de barrio.
Viste, Brocky, que yo pego más que Rocky. Tú te estás buscando un soplamoqui, tú sí tienes Loki. Que yo no te doy 30 con la Oki, boque burra. Tú eres tremendo guasicoqui. Viste, Pancho Villa, que en la odera hasta que tilla. Y ahora están haciendo cucharilla. Dile que Manuela los maquilla. Yo no hablo con los crackman, papi, yo hablo con los cabecillas. Vamos pa' la calle,
Vamos para la calle,
vamos pa' la calle,
vamos para la calle,
vamos pa' la calle.
vamos para la calle,
Aquí no hay miedo.
vamos para la calle.
Matan lechones que no roncan de sicario.
Esto es cosa nuestra de
Aquí
barrio.
no hay miedo, andamos todos los sanguinarios.
Esto es cosa nuestra de barrio.
Matan lechones que no roncan de sicario.
Esto es cosa nuestra de
Aquí
barrio.
no hay miedo, andamos todos los sanguinarios.
Esto es cosa nuestra de
Viste,
barrio.
bocillo, te remato con medio pocillo. No es tener calibre ni corillo. Bótelo al pillo, que no se guillen con
Que
dos
todos los
pillos.
que lo han hecho han cagado los calzoncillos.
Viste, pello, que los que roncan yo en los medios. Pónganle gaban a los camellos.
Bájate los trobos que les metí con el bodrogo. Porque están tirando todos estos bobos.
Y se me amotinan, hoy los anormales no escatiman.
Vayan para el barrio, ustedes no son
Vamos pa'
Iman.
la calle,
Vamos para la calle,
vamos pa' la calle,
vamos para la calle,
vamos pa' la calle.
vamos para la calle,
Aquí no hay miedo.
vamos para la calle.
Héctor el Bambino en los anormales. Una vez más, separando a los niños de los hombres. Nessie, Naldo, Gocho, no es lo mismo llamarnos que vernos venir. De mí para mi Puerto Rico. Oye, esto no es para nadie, esto es para uso personal. Míreme, muchachos, que yo no soy rencoroso. Y si no fuera fino, no tuviera tanto combo. From Puerto Rico, el Bambino, el de la presión. Sígueme.
Bueno, mi gente, ¿qué carajo está pasando? ¿Qué está pasando? Alberto Puello quiere la revancha. Está por Twitter mencionando que van a cumplir con la mandatoria revancha. Aquí podemos ver, le voy a demostrar a ustedes ahora mismo. Donde Alberto Puello ayer se expresó agosto 3 a las 6 de la tarde, mi tiempo, a lo mejor el tiempo de él era como las 10 de la noche, porque depende, porque si me dice 6 de la tarde, son las 6 de la tarde, tiempo de California. Y entonces aquí le dice, le brindé a Matías la oportunidad del título mundial. Estoy convencido de que gané el combate, aunque los jueces anotaron diferente. Tenemos una cláusula de revancha, pero me están obstaculizando su ejecución. So, él quiere activar la revancha para el título, ¿ok? Y el problema quizá que él está teniendo, quizás es con la organización. Aquí dice, le recuerdo a la WBC que recientemente cumplí con la mandatoria. Que pues Alberto Puello está enojado porque quizás los que están tomando el dinero, todo el mundo dice step aside money. Mira, aquí, saluda a Com. Ortiz acting like a bitch, hey, no a ellas. I know. Que aquí les recuerdo a WBC que recientemente cumplí con la mandatoria. Yo creo que Alberto Puello está bien enojado porque la WBC quizá no lo está vaqueando para la revancha. Yo en realidad yo no sé qué está pasando en estos momentos o qué será lo que está sucediendo. Pero al yo mirar y ver este mensaje, se sabe que él quiere la revancha. Él quiere la revancha contra Subriel Matías. Entonces, Subriel Matías no le importa. O sea, Subriel Matías está dispuesto a darle la revancha a Alberto Puello. Subriel Matías quiere pelear con los mejores, con los campeones. La persona que se involucró en todo esto para, ¿cómo te digo? Oponerse en contra de las cosas que deben de pasar en el boxeo es Turkey Al-Sheikh. Turkey Al-Sheikh dijo, no, Subriel Matías, tú necesitas pelear con el Dalton Smith. Tú necesitas pelear con el Dalton Smith. Y va a ser en otro país, en Saudi Arabia, por allá, Rilla Season, qué sé yo qué, no sé si era para diciembre, noviembre, diciembre, por ahí. Y él quiere que Subriel Matías pelee con Dalton Smith, sí o sí. Él quiere, él quizá le está tirando dinero a la WBC, también a Alberto Puello, pero yo no sé qué está pasando ahí entre Turkey, el dinero y las organizaciones. Está eso feo, 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 feísimo. Yo pienso que la realidad es que deben de darle la revancha a Alberto Puello. Yo le doy la revancha a Alberto Puello, ¿tú sabes por qué? Para callarle la boca a toda la gente que dijeron, no, le robaron la pelea. No, cuando la pelea se veía cerrada, completa, del principio al final. No, que si era empate, está bien. Un juez lo tuvo empate y los otros dos jueces tuvieron a Subriel Matías ganando por un punto, por un round. So, la pelea fue cerrada. No pueden decir que la pelea fue robada. La pelea en ningún momento fue robada. Nadie se robó la pelea. ¿Ok? Lo mejor que puede pasar es que llegue la revancha, ambos peleen y el mejor hombre gane. Ahora, Alberto Puello, ¿va a hacer los ajustes que tiene que hacer? Yo no sé. ¿Por qué? Porque bajó y usó su cabeza mucho, entrando así, entrando con cabezazo, más de 40 veces. Agarró, y no agarró en el sentido de, ¿cómo te digo? Plan de pelea. Él no agarró para plan de pelea. Él agarró porque estaba lastimado o tenía miedo. O sea, él mismo se estaba tirando contra las cuerdas. Puello estaba peleando. Alrededor del ring, dando vueltas contra las cuerdas y la esquina. Entonces él tenía que agarrar para que no lo lastimaran. En diferencia cuando un boxeador te tira unas combinaciones y luego te agarra dentro del ring o en el medio del ring. O tira su planificación de plan y te agarra. Si él ve que algo está mal en el plan de pelea, él te va a agarrar. Si ellos estudiaron algo y luego el oponente le está enseñando algo diferente y él ya está caliente, vamos a ponerle Sander Saya vamos a poner a Sander Saya como ejemplo. Sander Saya cuando entró al ring, él peleó adentro del ring. Él no estaba corriendo, quedándose en las cuerdas, buscando evitar su oponente. No. El muchacho conectó 40% de los puños boxeando dentro del ring. Tiraba lo que él quería tirar. Tan pronto él veía que su oponente iba a intentar algo dentro del ring. Me fallaste y te agarré. Ya fallaste. Ya tú intentaste de tirar. Fallaste, te agarré. Y me separo. Y no te tengo que ni aguantar un largo tiempo. Me separo para empezar el boxeo de nuevo. Eso es lo que Sander Saya hizo. Mientras la gente se está quejando que no sabe 3 carajos de pelea, porque quizás apostaron con el perdedor y todo lo demás, y etcétera, etcétera. Como si Sander Saya fuera el superestimado en esa pelea. Gente bruta. You guys are dumb. So Alberto Puello wants his rematch with Subriel Matias. It seems to me that based on this tweet yesterday, he's not happy with the WBC. He says here, I gave Matias the opportunity for the world title. I'm convinced that I won the combat or the fight, even though the judges scored it different. We have a rematch clause, but let me change this word. I think that what they're doing is avoiding they're obstructing the rematch clause. So we don't know who's actually obstructing the rematch clause. It could be the WBC, Turkey Al-Sheikh money. We don't know. He's saying, I want to remind the WBC I recently complied with the mandatory requirement. So he wants a rematch. I think it's right for them to have a rematch. I don't understand why Turkey Al-Sheikh is trying to basically ruin boxing, a moment in boxing, basically, because at the 140, and I can understand why, is because everybody that's champion at 140 is basically in America. If you look at America, right, you look at Canada, all the way down to at least Mexico, then you look at the Caribbean, so Cuba, Jamaica, all of this is America, even though some of those islands or whatever the case may be might be ran by a different country like Britain or whatever the case may be. You know, it's still the continent. The continent itself is America. So you look at 140, right? We got Teofimo, you got Gary Antoine Russell, you got Richardson Hitchens, you got Subriel Matias. They're all American. All of them. They're all American. So Turkey is trying to get the titles over to the UK or over to other places and all this other bullshit. And in reality, at 140 right now, it's not gonna work. You could do that with 147. Turkey, you could do that with 147, but you can't do that with 140. Those guys are too good. You hear me? The boxers at 140 are just too good for the fighters around the world right now. You hear me? You could do that with 147. You could throw Mario Barrios in the UK, and you could do, you know what I'm saying? You could get Brian Norman and test him still. You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney now moved up to 147 to fight Brian Norman Jr. It is what it is. You could do that with 147. Boots just moved up. The boogeyman himself, Boots, the boogeyman of 147, moved up to 154. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it at that. We're going to keep it above. We're going to keep it, you know, with the facts. Not just simple, not a, just a simple perspective, but based on what we have witnessed and the evidence we have, we know what we got. 140 stays in America. You heard? 140 America. You heard? Next, Vergil Ortiz. Oh my God. Vergil Ortiz is about to fight old ass Keith Thurman. I don't know if it's rumors. I don't know if it's lies. This is ridiculous, bro. let me remind you guys, right? Let me remind you guys here where they have Keith Thurman in the rankings, because I honestly don't believe he belongs there. He just honestly, Keith Thurman got away with luck. And I don't know if it was even part of a strategy. But if we look at 154, they have Keith Thurman ranked at number 8 for the WBO. Ranked number 8 for the IBF. Ranked number 8 for the WBC. The only place he's not even ranked is the WBA. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys here exactly what I'm looking at. This is wrong, by the way. A little bit. Well, obviously a lot. This, I don't know what happened with their update. They're probably gonna fix this by tomorrow. This right here is supposed to be here. And it's okay. It's just a simple mistake. They had it there before. I don't know what happened to them. Box.live. They gotta get their shit together. But they always do a pretty good job at updating this list, the rankings. I mean, I like it. I use it, so they do a good job. Now, mind you, Vergil Ortiz, he's not ranked in the WBO. Not ranked in the IBF. And he's not ranked in the WBA. People are gonna say, oh, that's because he's interim champion. Yeah, he's interim champion to the WBC. He's interim champion to the WBC, who doesn't call out Sebastian Fundora, who's the real world champion. You see this, right? What it says here? It says WBC World Super Welterweight Champion. Not interim. WBC World Super Welterweight Champion. You understand me? Understand me? So this guy, the ring wants to rank him at number 2. That's hilarious. You know what they should have did? Turkey's a Turkey don't know what he's doing, man. I don't think they wanted to put this title on the line. The negotiations between Vergil Ortiz and Duran Boots Ennis. I don't know if this title, the ring, the lineal, it would have been nasty work if they would have did that, obviously, but they didn't have that title on the line. See what I'm saying? Now, Duran Boots Ennis right now is ranked number 4 in the WBO. Okay? In the WBO, he's ranked number 4. Okay? He's not ranked anywhere else right now. It would have been a great fight for him to have. They didn't want to make it happen. All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. But to Ortiz, who was talking all this bullshit about Xander Zayas, about how it was a vacated belt. Yeah, vacated by Sebastian Fundora. He got a gift. He didn't get a gift. He fought for the title against the number 2 contender. So you wanted him to have a title shot against someone else? Like, what exactly were you trying to say? Because the guy who's ahead of you, who has the world super welterweight champion for the WBC, is the guy who vacated the belt of the WBO. And Zayas was the mandatory challenger, or the mandatory fighter, boxer that Fundora had to go up against, and he decided not to do that. Right? He decided not to do that. He went a different route. He said, "No, I'm gonna fight Tim Tszyu for a rematch and get paid. No problem. Let's remind you, Sebastian Fundora is signed with PBC. We don't know how long it'll take for Sebastian Fundora and Xander Zayas to fight, but it would be nice for them to fight maybe in June. It'd be a great fight. June, New York City, it'd be great. Now, as far as Ortiz fighting Keith Thurman, let's just bring up Keith Thurman box rec. Keith Thurman pulled out of a fight with Tim Tszyu. That's how the Sebastian Fundora fight happened to begin with. The first fight between Tim Tszyu and Sebastian Fundora happened because Keith Thurman, during training camp, got injured and couldn't fight. At that time, he should have retired. Okay? This is a PBC fighter who barely fights. Okay? Let me show you guys the ugly gap here. He loses a split decision with Manny Pacquiao, bragging that he won the fight when he knows he didn't win that fight. He knows darn well he did not win that fight. Okay? That was in 2019, July 20th. Almost 3 years later, in 2022, February, is when he fights Mario Barrios at 147. This guy has been a welterweight most of his career. Fought at catchweights. And you mean to tell me you have him ranked at number 8? Just because he knocked out that guy in Australia? I don't even remember his name or who he fought. He's right here. Brock Jarvis. Brock Jarvis. Where's Brock Jarvis in the ranked column? You seen it here first, guys. So Vergil Ortiz is cherry picking. He's basically cherry picking. He's trying to cherry pick. Keith Thurman. Now, if it goes Keith Thurman way and Keith Thurman wins this fight, that's going to be hilarious. You heard? That's going to be the funniest shit ever. You know why? Because this guy only has one fight at 154. Keith Thurman only got one fight at 154. He won by knockout. That's fine. I don't think that this guy was as good as people actually thought or said. Lost by knockout before. He's an aggressive fighter. Look, Liam Parrow knocked him out before in 2022. So when we look at Keith Thurman, who's 36 years old, this guy's 36 years old. Vergil, you're a clown. You're a joke right now. How you gonna talk shit about Zayas and say you want to fight Keith Thurman? Or I don't know what the rumors are saying on the internet, talking about Vergil Ortiz versus Keith Thurman. I'm about to post something. Let me see, where is Vocero del Boxeo? You already know. This is ridiculous, homie. This is terrible, man. Straight up terrible. Let me take a look here at what I should write to the boxing community. I'm about to tag Keith Thurman too. Oh. He on here? He not on here. Keith Thurman's probably not on here. He probably got it private or logged off for training. I don't know. People do it for different things. Keith Thurman, 36 years old. How many fights? We're in July. No, we're in August. So this is 1, 2, 3. 3 fights in the last 6 years. never fought at 154, right? Three fights in the he has had 3 fights in the last 6 years, right? Let me see something real quick. Erickson Lubin, or I could just put his last name. I'm sure. Erickson Lubin. Okay. His last fight was in May. This is the fight that Vergil Ortiz should be getting, and he's not. And if they're not doing it, they're not making this fight happen. Somebody's scared, bro. Somebody's definitely scared. Golden Boy, whoever it is, scared. This is the fight that should be happening. Better fight, right? I'm trying to use the characters. Harrison Lubin would be a better. Oh my god, all those characters. Then we do what we do is we copy it. You already know. Let me see. Is this the band account again? Let's see something here. Uh, where's it at? Oh, I haven't joined the community. I don't think so. Let me see. Oh, over here, over here. Now we got it. All right. I thought I had joined this already. Beautiful. I gotta get a fucking picture. Right now, I can't post on that. Ah. Ah. Where's it at? Um, I'm looking for the titles, right? And then Canelo Alvarez. He fought. He fought. Bill. Oh yeah. They're gonna do it like this. Here we go. When you look at his fights, are they not yet? I think if I put it here, it works. Oops, you already said that. I think it did. Let me see. Go here. Boxing Twitter. Perfect. Bill Haney. That's funny. He said he wants to hug him more. is these people? Meow. Cat lover. I don't know why she's following me. Guy Ryan from the 6 following me. I don't even know why he followed me. That's kind of funny that he followed me. I forgot that that's what I put. Yo, Kiko shit is wild, bro. The Kiko crying is wild.
Don't ever call me if you don't have a $20 million fight. You understand? Get off my fucking phone, Oscar. Here, but don't ever hit me up unless you have a $20 million deal for me, okay, Oscar? Don't ever call me if you don't have a $20 million. uh, he got him with a good body shot of round one.
Also took the He's not getting up. I can see it in his face. He's contemplating. No, actually, he's sleeping. He's sleeping.
Gabe never got the Canelo fight, man. Gabe never got the Canelo fight. He fought Triple G. He fought everybody, man. He fought everybody. Gabe fought everybody from Philly. I don't know why the fuck he decided to move to LA. That shit's whack, homie. Should have went to Vegas. Look at that. Dude, Daniel Jacobs went to a split decision. He won by knockout against Bektemir. Majority decision versus Shane Mosley. Making a comeback. Oh, he fought at 175? Oh. Okay. I wonder if Gabe Rosado will fight Jake Paul. You know, Jake Paul needs a real fight, like with a real boxer. I wonder if Jake Paul and Gabe Rosado actually fight. $175. Culo Javier Andino. Andino. Ooh, that's a crazy fight. You heard Ben Whitaker versus Gabe Rosado. That'd be a crazy fight. That would be crazy to get ranked in the WBA. Oh, but David Benavidez and Bivol. That's the well, you gotta fight Bivol or Benavidez regardless at 175. Um, I don't know if honestly I don't think that Gabriel Rosado should stay at 175. I don't know if that was the for that one fight. Light heavy. But he should go down to super middleweight again, man. There's so many good fights at 168 for Gabe. I mean, you got Pacheco, you got Shiraz, you got Resendiz, you got Berlanga, you got Charlo. You got Munguia. I mean, they already fought. That's why I didn't mention them. Boxing is so nasty. It's like how they made they put Terrence Crawford mandatory on the rankings, and he has belts at 154, like interim belts. Yo, boxing is so nasty, yo. That just doesn't make sense, man. That's like what, like I said, Canelo moved up to fight Bivol. Once you move up and you take the fight and you go and walk into the ring, you they should make you vacate the belts. You shouldn't even have these belts. You should have fought for all of them again, even if you would have won. It doesn't matter. That's just nasty, man. That's nasty work. Man, Vergil Ortiz fighting Keith Thurman is a joke. You heard? Let me look at 154 one more time, because we could debate on another person maybe that he could have fought. Where's it at? I'll give, you know what? I'll give Charles Conwell. You know what? I'll give Charles Conwell the benefit of the doubt that he can beat Vergil Ortiz on a good night. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because what happened with this guy is the fact that he fought somebody taller than him with an advantage of a crazy reach. Um, Conwell could do better. What an idiot. ¿Quién carajo sigue esta página de mediocre? Dale, ponla ahí. Oh, I did want to watch that, bro. Let's watch that. Fucking. Oh, I'm gonna end the live. I want to watch Twisted Metal. I totally forgot. I want to watch this. I want to see how. I never got to watch it. This came out like